In the words of Belle Biv DeVoe, never trust a big butt and a smile. Or in this case, a flat ass and glasses. But anyway, no. So I just saw a story of a woman in Canada that tried to steal a man's car and then run him over with it. And the whole thing was caught on camera. 4K. Please take a look at this shit, y'all.
Take a look at this video captured by a doorbell camera. Peel police say the woman you see approaching this home is a suspect in a brazen and violent vehicle theft.
What happened next is dangerous, and a warning, the video is shocking, but the car owner is okay.
I spoke with the vehicle's owner just a short time ago. He declined an on-camera interview, but tells us this incident happened in a fraction of a second. Now, Peel Regional Police were releasing disturbing video that showed the auto theft, hoping someone will be able to identify the suspect.
A doorbell camera captures a woman wanted for an auto theft at a Mississauga home.
Hello, I'm here for the Porsche.
The woman is inquiring about an Auto Trader ad for a 2022 Porsche Cayenne.
I think I'm waiting for my dad, so if I can take a look.
You know, I love how she looks so distinguished and so reserved, so modest, so demure, if you will, and goes up to this man's house, rings the bell, and asks him about the car. Very unassuming, which is intentional. So the reason why she's at the house is because this man posted an ad for his car to be sold on Auto Trader. She sees the ad and decides to pay this man a visit to inquire about the car. Now, the whole time, she was plotting to steal it. She was never intending on paying for this car. Now, what happens next is even more crazy. Now, I will let you know beforehand, before I show you, it is a little bit of a jump scare with this because she does, in fact, run this dude over with his own car. And they do show it, but I'll most likely blur it out just so, you know, that YouTube don't try to come for me, all right? But you get the picture.
Aware she has a plan to steal it. The victim declined an interview but tells CTV News at one point the woman tricks him to get out of the vehicle to open the hood to see the engine. Seconds later, another camera shows the seller at the back of the Porsche attempting to open the doors when the vehicle quickly reverses, knocking the man to the ground.
Wow. How fucking reckless can you be? For a second, I thought I was watching one of the Fast and Furious movies, the way she just sped out of that driveway like that. I mean, she put that bitch in hyperspeed trying to steal that car. Now, I want to also mention that the man did sustain some injuries to his elbow, his hands, and his legs, and he did end up needing medical attention. I also want to draw attention to the fact that she wasn't alone in this shit either, because apparently this girl is, you know, a part of some sort of car smuggling ring, because police also reported that an accomplice was waiting across the street from this guy's house in a gray Bentley Bentayga that was also stolen. So these folks are just out in Canada going crazy. I mean, I thought, you know, Canada was full of nice people. You know what I'm saying? They apparently have bougie taste. I mean, they weren't trying to steal hoopties and, you know, Honda Civics. All right, like these folks, they were going for the big boys. The upper echelon, if you will. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, next week they were going to try and steal a McLaren.
And around 2 p.m. back on September 6th at a home in the Winston Churchill and Eglinton area, the victim tells CTV News he suffered injuries to his hands, elbows, and legs and couldn't walk for a week, but thankfully he did not suffer any broken bones. Police say other suspects were involved. One accomplice is seen in the security footage waiting in this gray SUV. Another suspect is believed to be driving away in a blue SUV that police say the woman arrived to the home in.
So the possibilities are there of, you know, potentially bringing the suspect to that location or helping the suspect escape or other means in terms of the generic crime itself. So, but the exact details are obviously being looked at by the investigators, but they seem to be connected.
Police say they are still trying to track down the stolen Porsche Cayenne. This incident, they say, serves as a reminder to be vigilant when selling items online and to use buy and sell exchange zones at police stations.
The victim tells us he continues to seek medical attention for his injuries. Peel police say the suspect is wanted for auto theft and dangerous operation causing bodily harm.
Yeah. This is more than a ring. This is a goddamn consortium at this point. You had a lookout in a Bentley and the other accomplice that pops out of the shadows in what looks to me like a BMW. And that was the same BMW that dropped her off. So there is at minimum 3 different assholes involved in this. I mean, this is like the Kia boys, but on a more upper class scale. I just don't understand the brazenness of this chick, because you roll up at this dude's crib with your whole face out. No shiesty mask, no nothing, not even a COVID mask at that. Because you roll up and you openly try to steal this man's car with no remorse and in broad daylight. And they definitely thought this out, or at least tried to execute some type of Ocean's 11 type of heist by trying to get this car. And up to this point, they obviously were successful, because you got 2 stolen cars right there in the video that were helping her out. So my guess here is that they were stealing these cars, I guess, to try and sell them or something. Maybe try to flip them. I don't really know. But this was clearly some half-ass plan that they, have been obviously pulling off, where they look online at people selling fancy high-priced cars and go to their houses and rob them for the cars. And this was one that ended up going wrong. This whole thing screams that the dummies involved here are young. And I was proven right, because it turns out that this woman who did this shit was 18 years old, and her name is Sarah Badshaw. Now, she did the right thing, and she turned herself into the police this past Thursday while they were actively searching for her. She does face several charges, including dangerous operation, causing bodily harm, theft of a motor vehicle, failure to remain after an accident resulting in bodily harm, and driving without a license. And the shocking but not really shocking part of all this is the fact that they apparently found out that she has a history of fraud-related offenses in this city and is currently wanted by other Grand Theft Auto police agencies in connection with other ongoing investigations. So this girl's a piece of work. Now, it's good that she turned herself in, right? That's obviously the right thing to do. And honestly, the least that she can do, given the fact that she almost took a man's leg off. And I know that the people that she had helping her, her accomplices, are sweating bullets right now, because she ain't going down by herself. All right, if she going down, y'all going down with her. And she definitely looked like the type to start singing in the interrogation room. And it's unfortunate, because by looking at her, you wouldn't think that she would be out here doing stuff like this, but apparently this happens all the time. And it's a clear reminder that you really don't know what people are capable of. This whole situation honestly reminds me of the story I covered a while ago, talking about those 2 female influencers that were caught smuggling millions of dollars in drugs across state lines. And I remember talking about how, you would never know. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why these people that these type of girls work for choose them, because they're so unsuspecting, and it would be able to kind of fly under the radar, and people's defenses would be down and nobody would guess. And so they will be able to get away with a lot more shit. But regardless, this is just so stupid. And this honestly reminds me of the time my wife's car was almost robbed and I was inside. Maybe I'll talk about that in a different video. If y'all want that story time, I got y'all. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, that's really all I got to say on this. Just dumb people doing dumb things per usual. I saw it, and so, I just wanted to talk about it. But that's all I got for today. If you made it this far, please don't forget to smack a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe for the one time. Peace.